Have you ever checked normality, seen a horrible skewed histogram, and still gone ahead with a t-test because you were not sure what else to do? In this video, I will fix that. I will show you how the Mann-Whitney U-test in Jamovi can compare two groups without assuming normality using simple ranks instead of strict distributional assumptions. Hello everyone, welcome to Stat Skill Hub. I'm Dr. Asha Jindal. Today's topic is Beyond the Normal Mann-Whitney U-Test Using Jamovi. By the end of this video, you will know when to use it, what it means, and how to run it step by step. The Mann-Whitney U-test is often called the nonparametric alternative to the independent samples t-test. Just like the t-test compares the mean of two independent groups, the Mann-Whitney test compares two independent groups without assuming normality. It is especially useful when data are ordinal, data are heavily skewed, sample size are small, extreme outliers are present. The null hypothesis states that both group distribution are identical. The alternative hypothesis states that distribution differ. Instead of comparing means, this test compares the rank of observations. This rank-based approach makes the test much more robust when normality assumptions is violated. Before applying any statistical test, we must verify its assumptions. Although the Mann-Whitney U-test is less restrictive than the independent samples t-test, it still has a few important requirements. First, observation should be independent. This means one participant's measurement should not influence other participants' measurement. Second, the test compares exactly two independent groups. If more than two groups are involved, a different non-parametric test such as Kruskal-Wallis test should be used. Third, the outcome variable should be measured on at least an ordinal scale. Continuous variables are also acceptable. Finally, if our objective is to compare group medians, the distributions of the two groups should have a similar shape. When this assumption is made, differences detected by the Mann-Whitney test can be interpreted as median differences. If the distributions shapes are very different, the test still remains valid, but the interpretation shifts from comparing medians to comparing overall distributions. Once these assumptions are reasonably satisfied, we can proceed with the Mann-Whitney U-test. Now that you have understood when the test can be applied, let's see how the Mann-Whitney U statistics is actually calculated using ranks rather than raw observations. First, observations from both the groups are combined together. Next, all observations are ranked them from smallest to largest. After assigning ranks, the ranks belonging to each groups are added separately. These rank sums are then used to calculate new statistics. If one group consistently receives higher ranks than the other group, the U statistics will indicate a significant difference. The important point is that the test uses ranks rather than raw values. Because of this, the influence of extreme observations is greatly reduced. One of the strengths of the Mann-Whitney U-test is that it can detect distributional shifts between two groups. In simple terms, it can determine whether observations from one group tends to be larger or smaller than observations from the other group. Unlike the t-test, the Mann-Whitney test does not require normality distributed data. It works well with the skewed data and remains relatively unaffected by outliers. This makes it highly useful in real world research where perfectly normal data are often difficult to obtain. Now, let me perform the test in Jamovi. First, load your dataset into Jamovi. Ensure that you have one grouping variable containing two independent groups, one dependent variable measured on an ordinal or continuous scale. Next, go to Analysis, then t-test, then select independent samples t-test. Move the dependent variable into variable box, the grouping variable to grouping variable box. Under the test section, select Mann-Whitney test. Jamovi will immediately generate the results. I will demonstrate it switching to Jamovi. I have already loaded the dataset. I will navigate to Analysis tab, select independent samples t-test. My outcome variable is len, which is the length of the tooth. To dependent variable box, supplement already it has two categories. Under the test, I will untick mark students. I will tick mark Mann-Whitney U. Effect size. Notice that Jamovi has instantly displayed the test results. Let's now understand what these values mean. Jamovi provides the important pieces of information. First is U statistics, which is 324.50. This is the test statistics calculated from the ranked observations. Second is the p-value, which is 0.0645. The p-value helps to decide whether the observed difference between group is statistically significant. This is less than zero point zero 0.05, indicate that there is a significant difference between two group medians. Third is the effect size. The effect size tells us the practical importance of the difference. Remember that statistical significance alone does not indicate how large or meaningful the difference actually is. Therefore, both p-value and effect size should be reported. Let me switch to presentation. Let me summarize today's learning. The Mann-Whitney test is a non-parametric alternative to the independent samples t-test. It is suitable when data is not normally distributed. Data contains outliers. Measurements are ordinal. Sample sizes are small. The test compares ranks rather than raw values, making it robust and flexible. As you continue learning non-parametric methods, you will discover that they are extremely valuable for analyzing real-world data where classical assumptions may not hold. Thank you for watching. If you found this video useful, please like and subscribe to StatSkill Hub for more tutorials on statistics and Jamovi. Happy learning!